Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, a divine psychic medium here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome in everyone. So happy full moon day as we are in our full moon of May. So this full moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, so the fire sign. Ooh, so let's see what's going on with this full moon energy. I pulled some different cards, right? This is part 2 of my 3 uploads that I do. So the one I did earlier, right after I did the reading, when I was doing the playback of it, I was getting a different interpretation. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that and about the channel messages, and then we're going to get into the tarot. I pulled the Witch's Tarot, I felt, with this one because I'm still picking up on a lot of blue frequencies and different things. So it guided me to Moonology, some magical dimensions. So I'm going to be shuffling this while we're getting ready, right? And pull frequency cards and see what's going on with this energy. Now this was the they're calling it the flower moon, right? Because I think that's what this one was, the flower moon. So you know, there's something about that, right? I really feel something's blossoming, blooming. I've been picking up a lot of flower energy. Somebody's realizing they're really activating divine feminine energy from within. Like they're being delicate with themselves. Like this is even on my desk here. I came across this, and it's beautiful. This rose is a wooden rose that that was gifted to my daughter. It's cute how my kids always put these things on. They show up on my desk, little gifts that they get. My son got me this. He wanted me to put it on my desk for a reading too. You could be getting gifted some gifts or something, right? Look, prosperity lies ahead. Jumped out here. Could be dealing with a Taurus, right? Taurus energy coming out here, this earth energy, and then you and your loved ones are safe. It's interesting, I was talking about my children, and that comes out, and then a new start is coming. There's this new start that's coming. I'm really getting an energy of just somebody's really like in their love. They're really feeling loved at this time. This is a really beautiful energy. For some of you, like, you needed to start loving yourself. And it triggered that because it's like, if you don't love yourself, you can't feel love around you. And I think when somebody started loving themselves, it started to allow them to feel that love and to see the love that's around them. For some of you, you might not have noticed those things. It's just like a family. Sometimes people can feel so unloved in a family because of all the conflict and fighting and things like that. And they don't realize, you know, just being, you know, like like that's love, right? It's like, well, you know, the fact that you're all together and you're all still coming back to the same place. Do you know what I mean? Like that's love, right? I don't feel like I'm explaining this frequency very well. Hold on. Like I shared something earlier. Maybe this has to do with the relationship too, because I'm getting strong relationship all around. I feel somebody's changing their life with their family, their friends. You see, like I posted this earlier. A good woman will never walk away without first trying to save a relationship, right? She will only leave when she knows that she has done everything that she can on her part. So, hold on. So she will try and give it her best in hopes that you will change. She might think that she fights. She might think that she fights with you a lot, but it's only because she is fighting for what she loves, hoping that things will get better. But when she's done fighting, that's when you know that you've lost her, because all that love she had for you is gone, and she can't give you what she no longer has inside. So maybe for some of you, like, you're learning to give up on something and just pour that love into yourself, and it's allowing you to see things right. You know, take it however you feel it fitting, but there's this strong shift that's happened. And for a lot of feminines, they've really needed to pour that love that they were pouring out into somebody else, into themselves, right? Sometimes you don't realize how depleted you're getting by how much fighting, how much energy you're pouring into something, right? All right. I feel like I'm getting too much of these cards. Are just supposed to be shuffling. Right, okay. They pulled me right into these cards, right? They're ready to talk here. Emotions are running high, supermoon. And I think this was a supermoon, right? I mean, I was looking at the moon last night and I was seeing how full it was, right? So, I don't even know, was it a supermoon? What did I see? Let me see. I should have investigated this moon more, but I've had so much going on. Just same with the flower moon, right? Sometimes it's all about the angles and how you see things. I don't know, maybe if it's just appearing that way, right? Something is appearing. I don't see anything on it being a super full moon. It seemed that way. So maybe something like is not as it seems, or, you know, sometimes like a big deal, like something can seem so big and like a very big deal and really it's not, or the other way around. I'm feeling it both ways, right? Just emotions are running very, very high. That's what this is. And I'm picking up a lot on this blue energy. A personal issue reaches resolution, and this, I feel a very strong like throat activation. You know, that's going on. It could be third eye too. Like you could be seeing things clearly. Like somebody's really just going to be seeing things from like a whole new angle, a whole new way. It's really going to change the trajectory I'm getting of somebody's life. You know, like just something is changing so much, so quickly, right? Okay, so back to the reading I was doing earlier. Like there were so many energies in it, and it was so much that was coming up against somebody. And sometimes what you have to look at is what is missing, right? Like I had like all the kings, all the pages. Well, I thought I had all the kings. I didn't. I only had 3 kings, and that's where like I wanted to correct a little bit, is there was a missing king in there. But I had like kings, pages, emperor, knights, all these energies, right, that were coming out, like blocking, causing conflict, like competition, competing. And I was like, look at all of these energies, right? Like, it was just crazy. So if you're interested in that reading, right, you should take a look at it. So it's like part 1 of today. But when I was starting to assess it, yeah, I was getting a higher perspective of it. And there's also Unity card here, again with those blues. Like, for some of you, like, you could have thought that, like, you were with your end all be all, your forever lover, and, like, now you're getting a new perspective, right? And because it was like, you know, like when you pull your energy back and you walk away, that's when it triggers people, and that's when people are ready to fight and all of that. But yeah, you're getting some sort of warning here, right? Shielding, the defensive, right? It's just like all things are being like deployed to try to stop you. It's like, oh no, like I'm getting this energy like, oh no, she figured it out. She's going down this pathway. Now let's throw everything at her, right? This is this energy that I'm getting. You've awakened into something. It's like somebody awakening who they were. Look, Destiny was reversed. Some of these cards are reversed in here. My decks don't ever, especially this one. Wow. It was like someone didn't want you to see your destiny, right? Destiny in reverse. Well, we're putting that upright because we can. Yeah, peace was reversed. Breakthrough was reversed. Like, they didn't want you to have this. But it's like you're realizing that, yeah, wow, somebody had you under strong manipulation and control, right? These are activator cards, too. This is what I feel like is going on. This throat portal activation, maybe you're feeling guided to take a look at this card for a few minutes. You can pause it. Something to do with, oh, yeah, look at all these chakra cards. You could have went through, like, a Kundalini awakening. Let me get burnt by my candle. Like, a sacred... some sort of activation could have occurred, right? With the Kundalini awakening, the rising of energy up from your root. You could have gotten your chakra systems online. That could have caused this, where then you're getting direct guidance, downloads from the cosmos. Yeah, crown portal. I feel someone's gotten some sort of download, like they're online with source now. All right, so back to like the reading I got earlier, like it appeared that all the kings were there, right? But the King of Pentacles was not there. Right? And that's kind of what I feel like all this block was, is I'm like, where's the King of Pentacles that has been so predominantly in my readings? Like, where is he? He was missing. Right? So then I was getting this energy, like, I haven't even uploaded the reading yet, but by the time you see this one, it'll probably be uploaded. But I was trying to come up with the title. Where was it? waiting for the last king. And I was getting like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves energy. Because I was getting, we three kings be stealing the gold. Like, I've been getting that over and over and over again, which is guiding me to the Three Kings movie, right? And it's like they, okay, I don't want to get too much in that, but yeah, the King of Pentacles was, and then I was getting something about prophecy and the fourth horseman, battling, preparing for the fourth king, prophecy, so I haven't figured out how I'm going to label it yet, right? And the Three Kings is really 4 soldiers that go in, right? And it was after the aftermath of the Persian Gulf War. But they go in on a mission to get some stolen gold or something, but they stop to help the people. Right? So something is going on there with, I feel all of this battling, right? And then the Meet Me Halfway song by Black Eyed Peas was playing, and also a channeled song I got was Destiny's Child Survivor, right? So those are some of the channeled songs that I was hearing while I was trying to go with this energy, right? So there's something going on here, very much. And full moons are about releasing and letting go. So there's this there's this big release, this letting go with this full moon. Somebody's learning their worth for sure. Right? And then I was getting runes. They were guiding me to doing runes. And I realized I haven't done any runes readings over here. So I'm going to pull some runes later. But I was hearing like manas, I believe is one. But I was hearing that. I don't even know which rune that is. I'm still learning them. But I was hearing that. So maybe look that up. And then I got Revelations I kept hearing this morning. That was one of the first things I wrote down. Revelations, Secrets Exposed. And this is before I even got into my first reading. Because I remember I got excited and I was just like, because it was one of the new decks was on the deck. I was actually cleaning it up and then I just started shuffling and I got away from my my channeled messages, right? And then I needed to record the reading. So something's happening very, very fast. Like I was just going with the flow. Like really, like I felt like it was really messy, but I went with the flow. And I often say like the best new beginnings and things like that, they come when they're unexpected. Like the most beautiful new beginnings come out of destruction, right? But it doesn't look that way. This is where I feel like it's happening. Like you're really just going to have to go with the flow. Look, my cards keep getting mixed up. But it's like I'm not letting it get me down. And then I was talking about these challenges and these obstacles. Like I feel like there's going to be a lot of obstacles. Like I would just flip these and it still flipped over the wrong way. Like you have these things that, see, this is me. I flipped all my cards the right way and then they flip right back around. Like this is significant. Like this is what's happening. There's all these delays and setbacks. Like let me tell you what happened too. Like both of my children today, they both ride their bikes, right? My youngest son rides his bike to school. My daughter rides her bike to work, right? And what's interesting is I sent her to the library before work real quick to grab the Three Kings for me because I'm going to watch it tonight. Anyway, her bike chain fell off on her way home, right? And so she was having trouble with her bike chain. And then my son's bike chain fell off too on his way home from school, right? And my son's got a brand new bike, right? And I mean, well, it was brand new around Christmas time, but still, it's still like brand new, right? My daughter just bought her bike like a month ago, right? But it's just crazy, or well, a couple months ago. Anyway, it's just the significance of both of them, right? And it was like delaying her, you know, and I always say like, well, things happen for a reason. Like, I'm glad it happened on the way back from the library. Like, I know that sounds wrong, but it's like she got all filled with grease and all dirty or whatever, or she's fixing her chain, right? And I'm like, well, I'm glad that happened when you got to come back, clean yourself up, right? Because she gets all cute all before work, wearing an apron, everything. You know what I mean? Like, what if that would have happened, then, you know, if she would have messed up her work clothes or whatever, you know what I mean? And then she rides her bike farther to work, wherever. Anyway, I'm just getting that, like, things happen for a reason. Sometimes delays happen. There's something about a series for some of you, like, things could be happening. It's interesting. Remember, we got the reading like your loved ones are safe. They could be getting delayed of things too. I always look at that like when you run into things, like you're getting delayed of things, you're getting protected. Sometimes when you have those trouble, it's stopping you from an accident, you know, that was about to happen or whatever. Yeah, see, shielding, defense, warnings. You're getting protected from something. For some of you, like your children too. are like getting protected from something. Sorry, I just realized it's getting warm in here. What else did I do all the channel? Yeah, I didn't get that many channeled. Oh, I was getting about Orgonite. Argonite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Orgonite. There's something with that crystal. It's an energy Orgonite chakra activation or something. That crystal is supposed to activate. Maybe that's going to help some of you if you don't feel like you went through this activation. Because, you know, these readings are past, present, future. Mixing up my words. Past, present, and future. Right? So it's like for some of you, these things have already played out. Some of you, they're playing out right now. And some of you, these are to come. So if you haven't went through like a Kundalini awakening and activation of this surge of energy, like that could be coming. Right? Some of you, it could literally happen right after you looked at those chakra activation cards. It could happen after this reading. Something else could trigger it, right? Or working with this crystal, Orgonite, or however it is, right? But there's something with EMF radiation. It blocks a lot of that stuff, which could be blocking your chakra system too. And for some of you, I'm hearing like a salt lamp, like get a salt lamp, different things, get rid of the negative ions in your energy field in your home, right? Cleansing these things, definitely getting outdoors can do something. See, like I'm holding the deck upside down, like things are so. All right. So I was getting that. So for some of you, working with that crystal is going to be extremely powerful. I was getting like a talisman. For some of you, like you need to wear it. And they have like pendants and crystals and talismans, right? And there's different things. See, and those were my downloads from yesterday. And then, so I'm not going to get into the secret study. Those ones were from yesterday. All right. Okay, enough with the downloads. Okay, so let's get in. What is going on? Do you see this? Like, if you guys watch me, like, this doesn't happen. They're upside down again. The devil flips things upside down. So for a lot of you, you have, like, heavy attacks that are underway. Like, you got to stay with the flow. Just, I'm used to it at this point. Like, I used to get aggravated when my decks would jump on the floor in cards. You know? And, like, I'd tell Divine, like, don't throw my cards. Like, keep them near me so I don't get aggravated. Right? In a reading when I have to constantly, you know, go down and get them or whatever. So, unless it's like a really significant. But the devil flips everything upside down. The devil flips beautiful things and has you state in another way. Causes challenges and obstacles and frustration. So I'm getting like you need to have more patience. Okay, maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you need to do things differently. Like I'm going to get more centered and more focused, right? Because they'll use you to sabotage yourself. Like obviously I'm the one that flipped them, but you know what I mean? Like the control can take over, right? It's just like whatever energy you're in, you're either pulling on energy of love and light or dark energy. Just like I say, you can channel dark energies. I shouldn't say channel, not everybody channels. You can embody dark energies or light energies, you know? That's why your loved ones can get used against you. Just like if you have anybody that has a wounding or anybody that gets in jealous and envy energy, then they can take in a dark energy. And it can be used against you at any given time. Throw portal, they're showing me again, and solar portal. There could be something with yellow and purple, or just these activations are going on. Or you're getting very expressive of your creative gifts or something. So they're showing me oneness, divine masculine, balance, patience. You need to have patience. For some of you, like your divine masculine's coming in, but you got to have patience. There's like a battle. Oh, my light went out as I said that. Remember how I was saying, like, we're waiting for the fourth king? Maybe that king pulled back because of what it was causing, you know, or it needed to take a long path around because of everything that was going on. There's something with that, guys. I always have the King of Pentacles come out in my reading, always, right? It's very predominantly, very strong. And then today, I did, what was it, right? But it's like you have that faith. Like for some of you, like this is meant like you have to make it through. Like you're proving yourself or showing your strength at this time. All right. We have got oneness coming out too, which attachments and the dragon realm. I've been telling you the dragon realm's been protecting your legacy, your wealth. Like for some of you, you could be going through like a depletion of things, so temporarily. Look, I'm holding the deck upside down again. The promise, soulmates, attractions, partnership. Like if you have faith, like you know that this is going to happen, right? That you're going to be coming together. So they're showing exploration flipped upside down. Boldless, unknown, limitless. Like there's this portal that like you're going to be going through to your soulmate. Like you will be getting set free, but it's like you needed to learn your self-worth, your power, your strength. Whatever's happening, like you needed to learn your strength. All right, slow this energy down. All right, they had me grab the Tarot of Oppositions too. So I'm going to be doing a reading with that as well. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe we'll pull this one. We'll see. So you needed to learn like your self-worth. Like whatever you're going through right now, like it's all part of, like, you know, God, Divine Source, they don't give you more than you can handle. Right? And it's like you have this team, like I was saying in the last reading, you know, like you have all this against you, but you have spirit in your team with you. Right? Like you are being protected, but you have to heed the warnings. See, Gaian awakening, preparing, relocation, ascension. I feel like this is happening like you're going to be put on a different timeline here, and you're going to be put on like a safe timeline. Look at the flowers in her hair. Student is picking up something with flowers and with blue. Look at that big full moon that's behind her. Like this full moon, I really feel is closing out a lot of things. Like that's why like things can seem so chaotic, right? And really trying to hold on as things are like dissolving, falling apart, right? Some of you may need to be in this ice queen energy, icing out certain people, being very expressive of your emotions, like almost like she can be considered, you know, like cold in a way. That's why she's the ice queen, right? Where you can be very like cold, detached, like using your words, very expressive. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm gonna open the door, guys. I'm doing a reading still. It's just too warm in here. I don't want to pass out. All right, so did you fix your remote?
Yeah.
Oh, good. See, look at that, because you asked your angels to help you, right?
Yeah.
See? Okay, so, look, releasing, purification, spiritual cleansing, letting go. This is what I feel like you're doing at this time. You're trusting. For some of you, you could be going through a cleanse or could have went through a cleanse or something like that. Blue-green energy. Very strong. These two came out together and they're both so beautiful with the blue-green. This is where I feel like you're going through like a cleanse. And they're not in all the cards, right? So I pay attention to color frequencies. But you see, like look at the, like you don't see a lot of blue and green. Not like you do on those cards. See? There's definitely something, I don't know, they told me to hold up all the cards. But see, there's something to do with this blue and green harmony, right? Something with hummingbirds. You could be seeing honeybirds or calling upon the hummingbird as a spirit animal or ally. Trusting, overcoming doubts, insecurity, patience, purification, spiritual cleanse, and letting go. Yeah, belief, confidence, co-creative power. Like for some of you, sometimes like it can look like you're all alone, but instead you're being perfect. Oh my gosh, they just brought me to the beautiful, they were showing me the pictures of the sand and being carried. So there's like a poem or something, or a story, where I don't know exactly how it goes, so I'm going to put it about as best as I can, but it's like, somebody was walking through some troubling times, and I think it's called Footprints in the Sand. It's like where they're walking through troubling times in the sand, they're having their faith and trust in God, Divine Source, walking next to them. So they see the footprints of them and Source walking them through the troubling times, and then they're looking at the footprints, and then all of a sudden they notice that they're going through the most, they feel like, but they look and there's only one set of footprints. So in the story, whatever, it's like, where were you, Divine, when I was going through the most? Like, you weren't there, because sometimes it can feel like they're not there. I only seen one set of footprints. Where were you? And then at the end it says, my child, when you were going through those troubling times, I was carrying you through. That's why there was only one set of footprints. Those were mine. See what I mean? Like, wow, like, I really feel that, like, somebody's being, like, carried through, like, you don't even know all of the things that, like, your ancestors are guiding you. Like, your ancestors are fighting for you, protecting you from, guiding you through. Right? Sometimes, like, when you don't know where to go or how to handle things, that you just have to have your faith that you're going to be guided. Like, you're going to be okay. And why all of this is going on is, like, the enemy doesn't want you to know that you're all right. But you are. Okay? So believe confidence. And that's kind of why, like, you don't see things. Like, I know that King of Pentacles is still there, still coming. I know that it is, just because I don't see it right now. It had to take a different path. It's coming, though, right? And all those 4 kings, and I'm getting prophecy, and we 4 kings, right? It's not the 4 kings coming together for destruction, but it in a way it is, but it's saving, right? There's a very powerful prophecy that's coming together. Wow. All right. Okay. That's what I'm getting. All right. So we're going to get into some more messages through the tarot, right? With the Witch's Tarot, right? And I told you I'm going to do a separate tarot of oppositions, right? I guess that'll be part 3. Are some of these flipped now? Just one. The 5 of Pentacles. See, look at that. You're coming out of 5 of Pentacles. And sometimes it feels like you could be losing it all. And you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm losing everything. I'm hitting rock bottom. All this is happening. But really, this is happening to cleanse you, right? You're going to be lifted out of this, right? It's temporary. Or maybe you've already been undergoing this. High Priest. Divine's got you. Okay? Divine's got you. Have your faith. Trust. Yeah, look. Karma. Your karma is being cleared. Wow. It's beautiful. Alright, let's get into some more messages here for the collective reading. This full moon in Sagittarius. What's going on here with this energy? 4 of Cups, 8 of Swords. See, it could feel like you're missing an opportunity, right? But something is coming you don't see. Like, look, literally, he's got a mermaid right here. I'm feeling very guided to mermaid. Like, I'm looking into getting a mermaid tarot next. There's something very magical. It's right next to him. If only he knew he had a mermaid right there. I'm getting, for some of you, like, some things need to be blocked out for protection. It's like the secret, the plan is not always exposed. The rescue is not always foretold. Because it's like, for some of you, like, you can't know your rescue, or the enemy would find a way to block it, right? That's kind of what I feel like is going on here. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody had some sort of stronghold over you, or you were holding on too tightly to money, resources. But see, there's an ending. Whoever had a stronghold controlling you with money, resources, like, they're not going to be able to do that anymore. There's a balance. Temperance. The angels are coming in, balancing something out, right? Emperor. This is, I feel, in the last reading, this was you taking charge and control, right? But this could be this Emperor that's, whatever this is happening, like, this is emerging and putting you into Emperor energy. 10 of Wands. For some of you, it's like you're like on a sinking ship. They're showing me a boat sinking, but picture these girls partying on top of this boat. Like, it's all about how you look at it. And 50 Cent, his song, right? We're going to have a good time tonight. Like, he doesn't have the money to pay the rent or the bills, but going to party. It's all about a mindset. Like, for some of you, like, you have to put the burdens down. Like, this is, like, the only way. Right? There's definitely a frequency change here. Look, 10 of Wands, a 10 of Cups. There's a changing that's happening. I've been seeing 10-10 for a minute. And I mean that literally like a long, like a long time. 6 of Pentacles, something fair. Balance. I'm getting, for some of you, you've had things stolen from you since childhood. And it's time to get restored. All those things that were against you, it's time to get paid. Wow. For some of you, I just heard like a curse has been broken. For some of you, this was like a generational curse that was cursed upon your bloodlines. Wow. You're getting freed from something. You're getting a new perspective. For some of you, it was like a break of poverty, codependency, control. And now you're being paid. This is beautiful. 7 of Swords with the Star. What flipped here? 9 of Wands. See, I told you they're putting a lot of challenges and obstacles, but you're going to come out on top. All this is doing is strengthening you. All of these challenges and these obstacles, as I'm looking at this 7 of Swords, all of that's coming at you is making you stronger. That's what the enemy's like freaking out. That's what I feel like. And they're like, oh no, this isn't working. Let's throw in more and more and more and more. But you're just standing your ground. They don't know how powerful you are. Because this is spiritual strength. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Like, you're above the platform of fear. Star card. Look at how vulnerable and beautiful she is. She's standing, pouring those cups. Things are aligning for you. You're healing amongst this. You're blocking out the devil. This is beautiful. You're not letting it control you. So that's why it seems like so much is coming at you. See, like she's standing there and got those wolves behind her. For some of you, calling upon the power of 3, like the wolf spirit. So I was getting power of 3 with one of the decks. And there was wolves. That's why I'd said it like that. But maybe there is something with the power of 3s. But see this 9 of Cups? This is what I was showing you. It came out with this. They're trying to block out a love offer. Or block out you going after your true love. Don't give up. Yeah, 9 of Swords. 8 of Swords. See, this is like the energy that I feel that you could be going on at this time. You could feel as though you're trapped, stuck, stressed, work. Because you have all this going on. But don't give up your faith, right? 4 of Swords. Heal at this time. She's healing, but she ain't laying in a bed healing. No. She's holding a sword, looking at 3 swords. Again, something with the 3. Those 3 swords right there. And she's holding wheat in her hand. And she looks like she could be pregnant or something. So you're protecting something that you're getting ready to birth. And that's why, too, you know, the enemy don't attack, right, an empty house or whatever. The enemy only goes after something when it's a threat, when it wants to steal something, when it, you know. So the fact that you're getting attacked so much, look at this, 10 of Pentacles, because you're on this destiny legacy timeline. They don't want to have to pay you because you broke this curse. You know how much money this is, how much wealth this is? This is what I was getting before. For some of you, like the curse of bloodlines is went upon like your families, right? And this is went within your bloodlines. So like for some of you it was like they're showing me that the frequency of the job is it's just above broke is really what a job is. Just above broke. It's like for a lot of you it's like you were working so hard, or your families have always worked, but maybe you felt as though you weren't in a poverty mindset or mentality or lack, but you were. It's like maybe your families were always trying to build businesses or do things, but they were always just able to provide. And maybe for some of you, like it provided all of your riches and things like that, but maybe they desired, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's about an illusion, like that's what they do. They give us just enough where we can provide for all of our necessities and living comfortably, but then stay conformed to stay in the mindset that getting trapped in the devices, right? Getting trapped in the phones and the computers and the electronics for entertainment, for excitement, but not out in the world, right? Not doing all of those things, not having, you know. So there's something with that, like there was some sort of restriction, where for some of you maybe you did, right? Struggle a lot with finances. But what I'm getting at is like, for instance, like is anybody in your family a millionaire, a billionaire? Okay. Has anybody ever been there? Has your family been trying to build? Everybody's always after trying to build, right? I mean, some are just complacent with that, but others have wanted to build things, right? And what I'm getting at is that for some of you, it's like you had some sort of poverty where it was like, or maybe every time you get money, like you lose it quickly, right? Or it's like maybe family did come into times with lots of money, but then it went away so quickly, right? Like I can't tell you, like my father was like an investor and things like that. Like he tried his hardest. Like he like he had a very, like he was a vice president of a company and things like that. And like he had CDs and things like that, money, and he would invest in properties and sell them off, different things, and make money and try to lock the money up in the bank. But it was like it always seemed to slip through, right? Like it just like things, and he didn't do bad investments and things like that. It was just like the way that it worked. It was just always things would happen, as like he ran into problems on some of the properties he would buy, right? And then when he'd have to survey and do all of these things, and then it'd be, oh, it's not coded for, and then it was just more and more things would drain and deplete the money, right? And it was just like he'd run into these things. And like I remember like we'd gotten this manufactured home we'd set up on a property where he's wanting to build, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, we have to have a well, then we have to do then the gas that we needed for the different things. You know how much like gas is, right? Like up north, like it would be like $500 for like our gas bill, and then like that's not even the power bill. And then we'd run into all of these things like, oh, then all the lines froze underneath, and then I remember he was having to blow, just all these different things would come. So it might, like to you might even look like you weren't sabotaged or whatever, because maybe you did have lots of money, but there was just always these bills and always these things that were going on that you spent it all. So you weren't in that mentality, right, but that's what I mean, because there was curses. So that is why there was always these things like I just can't tell you, like maybe always having car trouble, always, feel like you're getting lemons, or electronics always malfunctioning, right? And just always having to invest money and things like that. But you don't realize that a lot of that was sabotage, right? It was curses that were put upon your bloodlines to infect your finances, to stop your family from being able to build. So who I'm talking to here is a generational curse breaker. And I'm not talking about just your life. Like this has to do with like your parents, their parents, their parents. Everybody was struggling down the bloodlines. This goes way back. What I'm getting at is you are the generational curse breaker. By you breaking this curse, now everything has to be paid back to you. So it's like, even though all of that effort was put in, that's the way spells work, then they got to be paid back tenfold. Baby, who I'm talking to is getting ready to go down I'm saying multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, like timeline. All of this has to be paid to you. So I'm saying like your kids are going to be set up with this wealth transfer that is getting ready to happen because of a curse. That's why the enemy's like, no, because all of that has to come from somewhere. So all of the people in the family, whatever family bloodline or whatever this was that put this spell work and all of this, like now that transfer has to come from them. That, you know what I mean? So people are going to be losing things. It's going to be coming to you. You are getting ready to enter this phase where it's like everything's going to be flowing to you. Luck, instead of having, oh my gosh, what flipped here? Yeah, 5 of Swords reversed, baby. This is done. So it's like, that's why they didn't want you to have the power, because now you're flipping all of it. So instead of having all of those problems, all of those things depleting your money, you're going to have all of these things flowing at you. People are going to be like, here's this, like, oh, I bought this game system for my son, he doesn't want it. Would your children like it? Would just all these gifts, like, like I'm donating these cars, do you know anybody that needs? Just boom, boom, boom. Like, it's not always like physical, like money, but it's just all of these different things, right, from your family bloodlines. Like, it is all getting paid upon you. And that's why, like, you had to prove yourself so much too, because it's just not coincidence. This isn't something where it's just like, oh, you're in line for it, here you go. Like, this is something where you had to prove that you were going to be able to withstand. This is like Robin Hood energy. This is like You're going to restore this. All right. This is very beautiful. This is going, it's like the universe also plays a part. Your ancestors, different things, like you got aligned for this. You got given this because you were going to do right with this wealth. Right. So for a lot of you, like things are being figured out. Right. Like for some of you, like you can't just go around and bless everybody that's not worthy of it, that's not deserving of it. And that's why I said for some of you, like it's your own family members. Some of them, right, if they're not worthy of it, some of them are being tested and things like that as well. Because with these generational curses, a lot of times there's entity attachments upon them. These entities and things like that, they really, like a lot of you, what I'm getting at is there was like a strong like incubus, succubus, demonic type of energy attachment, which causes relationships to like destroy every relationship that you come into contact with. For some of like the feminine bloodlines, masculines too, right? Where they were always going to, in the Jezebel spirit, all sorts of stuff, like these entities were going to embody certain people. So it's like everybody, like you could get in alignment with like a soulmate, a twin or whatever. And but then these entity attachments, they come in, right, and they kill and destroy the relationship and things like that. So for some of you, like just the benefits that are going to come in because you were able to battle these demonic entities and attachments and be able to save these relationships, have the compassion, have the love or whatever. But whatever it is, like there's so many different things that are going on where it's like you've been battling these entities, you've been flipping and reversing. It's like this is definitely confirmation on my phone. This is definitely like a spiritual like assassin here, right? Where this is where like you have been able to battle on dark demonic attachments that nobody before you has been able to do. And the reason why like you're able to do that is through love. You do not battle demonic attachments with fire. Maybe that's where everybody had it wrong. Everybody was always demonizing things, fighting with people, but it's like you've been able to do these things out of love. Releasing these things through love is how you is a ray of a true spiritual assassin, right? Just like the true leaders are not the bossy ones that go around and demand to control everybody. Like a true leader is one that will jump in with. Like a true leader are often the ones that don't want to be the leaders, right? They're the ones that want to be behind the scenes and want to direct everybody, right? And stay off at the scene. That is a true leader. And then it's like, no, you're getting pushed, getting elevated up. It's like, really? It's like the true leaders are often the ones that don't even feel that they're worthy of it, right? Because they're the ones that have been doing things behind the scenes and things like that. And that's what I felt like. You have been selected. You have been initiated. You have been proven. Like this is, for a lot of you, like you're getting pushed into a position like you didn't even want or think you were worthy of or whatever. Like it was selected for you. But because you have free will, you had to choose it. You had to agree. You had to accept it. Right? So for some of you, like you're in positions like right now, literally, you just got to spend some time in isolation and be, I accept. You know, talk with your ancestors, your divine team, be ready for this. You got to come out of the shadows though for this. Of like, there's no way to going to be hiding this because it's like they're setting an example. And that's why I say like the chosen ones are being elevated at this times. All of the ones that have been doing things in the darkness behind the scenes, they're being elevated at this time. They are coming together, they're uniting, they're coming together. Justice is being restored, right? This money, these generational wealth, this wealth transfers are happening. They very much are. So, oh my gosh, if you came in alignment with this reading, definitely subscribe because you on the 144,000 frequency, baby, because that's what I read for. If you're not one of my enemies, because you know, you hear often that the table is being prepared in front of the enemies. Yes. That is exactly what God Divine Source has been doing. And that is also why my enemies will always be watching me. Because for some of you, you're going to see this rise. All right. That is what I had for you. And we heal, right? Because we're all one. So we don't send, just like reverse the sender and all of that. I send love and light to my enemies. I send them the most. Know that. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye.